up next. Back in a moment. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K. So here's Miami's starting group. Hero out there with Victor Oladipo. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Nyc Butter. And it's Adebayo in at the 5. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Junior. Then there's Alec Burks. Greg, in terms of personnel, not exactly the matchups we were expecting to see tonight.
You know, Kevin, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
Miami with the ball, following the shot by Alec Burks. Hero passes to Adebayo. Robinson with the block. Pass to Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got the opening basket of the game for the Knicks.
That's the right play call. Randall's a tough matchup inside. Strong, crafty, nasty.
The pass to Bielitsa. Inside. Robinson against Adebayo. Lock at 6. Here's Oladipo. It's blocked.
Staying connected, timing his jump perfectly. Randall showing he can make plays at both.
Oh, here he comes.
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Oladipo finds Robinson. Here's Hero. 5 to shoot. Over Randall. Miami no good on that time either.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Randall's got his second basket.
That's the maturity of Randall's game now. Not trying to force things, just pops it in and moves on to the next play. Oh my God, they can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens. I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Hero passes to Adebayo. He kicks it to Oladipo. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. One point he made to his players was, they're going to try to attack us where we live. Right at home, in the paint, at the rim. We have to be ready to contest shots, play physical, and match their intensity. Guys, we will all find out together how this plays out.
Thanks, David. The Knicks making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Dragic against Griffin. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
How about the tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot.
Rose kicks to Burks. Randall right side. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
None bounce back. Now Robinson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Rose. The shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and I think the perimeter game is what helped them in that one. Consistent from out beyond the arc.
We talk.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And a season that this team will want to move on from, Greg, mathematically out of the playoffs, and they have to look ahead to next year.
I mean, you don't want to start pointing fingers, but something needs to change for this team. Junior needs to step his leadership up, and that's how they turn it around for next season.
The handles of Burks really set him apart at 6'6". He's got some moves off the bounce.
And you've got Alec Burks. Toppin is out there with the Minu. Then it's Junior. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And they got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Passes it to Robinson. Oladipo outside. Back to Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Outside for Robinson. 4 on the shot clock. No one covering. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Back to Griffin. Pass to Aminu. 14 feet away. It's hauled in by Achua. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 16-point game. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. So for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Toppin. And Randall subbed in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Miami with a change here too. Bielitsa. He checks in for Achua. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Timberwolves, delivered. He had 9 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He didn't let the losing streak get to him. In fact, he used it as motivation to get the W and break that streak. Kevin?
Nice work, David. Thank you. Greg, you did some fantastic things in that. He made a huge impact.
And I look for him to try and repeat that performance here tonight. I really do.
And I'm sure Coach is hoping for that as well, but every night's different. Who knows? Maybe someone else will have to step up this time.
If they get it done. On left of the wing. Back to Griffin. Quickly. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 5 assists in the game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Nunn looking around. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first half. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 10. That one, no good.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
And so it's New York out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay in the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Here's what looks supposed to start in the second half. Oladipo is out there with Hero. Then it's Nyc Butter. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the three. Burks dishes to Griffin. New York needs to get off a shot. Tries again. Burks' shot is good. Burks has got the opening bucket to start the second half for New York.
Alec very comfortable shooting from mid-range. That's a shot he can get with his driving ability.
Oladipo with the ball. Robinson picks him up.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he slams it in.
That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And some changes here for the Heat. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bielitsa. And it's Dragic in for Victor Oladipo. Here's Hero. Dedmon trying to break free. Hero no good. The Knicks leading by 21. Finished off the break. Knox has got his third basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off.
Robinson with the block.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
Every team going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
The Heat have gone 0 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. About the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by New York.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And good that time. And that's 10 points for Julius Randle.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Rockets the pass to Adebayo. Shoots the three. No good from Dragic.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And Griffin slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Kevin Knox. And it's Nyc Butter in for Junior. And then for Miami, Achua, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Lisa comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Hero. Here's Nyc Butter, defended by Nunn. Nyc Butter can't hit.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Ariza passes to Nunn. Knicks with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Nyc Butter, and yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
I really like the rhythm Nyc Butter plays with. Good at sensing when to shoot off the pass.
Dragic against Rose, and stolen by Noel. Here's Nyc Butter. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Nyc Butter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting the wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
Dragic kicks to Ariza. And the pass to Nunn. It's tipped. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rose. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Rose has got 8.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Pass to Nunn. Trying to get something going. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And so it's New York sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Let's get this next bucket. We got to put together a string right now. It's all right here in the head. It's right here in the head. Stay connected.
Greg urging his team to go on a run here.
I mean, they have what it takes. And Coach Spo right now just trying to spark a fire in his group.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Al Farouk Aminu. He's out there with Noel. Nyc Butter out there with Alec Burks. And it's Hughes in at the 2 spot. 2 shots. For New York. Felicio's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Kevin Knox comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Junior subbed in for Burks. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Catching up on the changes with Miami. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Achua. Ariza comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Dragic in for Victor Oladipo. Greg, you know, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that in switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD at OKC. Fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. And the foul called on Junior. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
A rare bad trade by the San Antonio Spurs. Dragic was their second-round pick in 2008. They traded his rights to the Suns for a player who didn't even make the roster.
The Heat making a switch here. Okpala's checked in. Outside Griffin. New York moving it around. 6 to shoot. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
Iguodala outside. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Dragic dishes to Haslam. Kicks it to Iguodala. Pass to Dragic. Haslam with it. Floats it up for Iguodala. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Incredible pass to Iggy. Put it right where he wanted it. Fantastic read by Iggy to exploit the space in the D.
Down low. And Griffin slams it in.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And Haslam kicks to Dragic. And the foul called on Junior. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
He's off on the second. And so here is New York. Griffin attacking, and Griffin slams it in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
The free throw drops for Griffin. There's 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Dragic against Griffin. Dragic the pass to Okpala. The dish to Ariza. And the shot is long. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it on in a dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.
I'm a dog, but you better not pet me. I hate jealous. That's my pet peeve. I just woke up, then I broke my left knee. I said I'm a dog, so I broke off my leash. I just can't help. I was running from my problems, found I put wheels on my butt. much swag and you can't touch. When we hit up that foot. Work. I'ma work and get into it. How you hate in a view? All my hit me, I'm a header. I'm just trying to in the floor fusing. Moving. Where's my brain? I didn't lose it. I didn't lost it. I didn't crash the coupe and off it. I just seen the pink dog while it's swimming. I just grabbed my toothbrush and them bristles kind of tough. My sneakers cost too much and my flow too hard to touch. I just lost my left arm and my right hand joint. Hey, where you going, cuz? That's the wrong way to the club. Up, down, left, right. How the f I get in this club? I put wheels on my butt. Too much swag and you can't touch. When we hit up that fuss. Now work. Hey, now work.
Feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shatter like their glass. Looking at a photograph. Stare through your lens, blind from my flash. Can't make amends, I know you're too attached. All of your friends, I know they hate me bad. Call me again so I know.
Welcome to a very special edition of NBA 2K TV from Summer League in Las Vegas. We have a very fun episode coming up for you, including highlights from Summer League, rookies talking NBA 2K, and the inside scoop on NBA 2K22 from Mike.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action. Now the starting group for Orlando. Terrence Ross is out there with Anthony. Then it's Ennis. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter in at the center. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Junior. Then there's Alec Burks. Now the regular season coming to a close, Greg. Some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs. And lottery teams sometimes ready to hang it up and call it quits. It's kind of an interesting dynamic.
No doubt, Kevin. A lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games matter. And then with the younger teams, young players are trying to secure their future moving forward, and teams that are doing a great job of evaluating and determining whether or not they want some of those guys on the roster the following year.
Very interesting.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Griffin can't get it to go in. The Magic have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Ennis passes to Anthony. Misses the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Isaac outside. Off target with his 3. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball, and Griffin slams it in.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Anthony. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. And Griffin sends it back. And they get it back. On Another miss by Orlando. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Magic. 4-point game. And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
There's Okeke. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Anthony. Pocket 4. To end the run. Burks pulls it in.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
1:37 left in the first quarter of the game. Fultz against Rose, and it goes down 2 points.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Inside, here's Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 6 points for Junior.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Shot's good by Anthony.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The Knicks leading by 4. Noel passes to Griffin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really like the recognition by Noel, feeling the contact coming and then going right into his shot immediately.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. A different look for New York. And so here is New York. Back to Griffin. Pass to Robinson. To the inside. And then Griffin with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stop.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
On the court for Orlando, Anthony is out there with Hampton. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Ross in at the 3 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Heat, was a man on a mission. He scored 18 points, and it seemed like every shot he put up was going in. That's how dialed in he was. He performed really well. I could see his role expanding if he continues to make that kind of impact, Kevin.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Now, here is Robinson. Cole Anthony unable to get his last shot to go in.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
New York leading by 7. The pass to Griffin. Poke loose. Ross with it, and Burks picks him up defensively. Shot from 16. No good from Ross.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely save the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First free throw is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And New York making a change here. Toppin's checked in.
And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. Well, that's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getter, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. Well, that's what Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
52 seconds left in the first half. Here's Anthony. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Anthony's got 7.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket. Oh, that's great TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And Orlando has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Ross passes to Okeke. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
To the middle. Robinson finds Griffin. Can't cash in from close range. The Magic trail by 7. And there's Fultz on the assist by Anthony. 10 points for Markelle Fultz.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Griffin goes in. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Fultz with the ball. Outside Anthony. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive... All right, thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Junior really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Junior. Then there's Alec Burks.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And so here's Orlando. How the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able
able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
I bet. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Magic trail by 5. Ennis with the ball. Now guarded by Noel. Ennis with the ball. Noel on him. Outside Anthony. The 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Ennis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. It's stolen by Anthony. Poked away. Griffin passes to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Carter, that's good.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Griffin passes to Noel. Here's Ntilikina. Passes it to Griffin. Here's Knox. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Magic. Carter's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ennis, and the rejection by Noel.
Terrific timing by Noel, utilizing his vertical and hand extremely well in terms of how he blocks the shot. And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So for the Knicks, Toppin, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Aminu comes in for Noel, and it's Rose in for Ntilikina. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Hampton. The teardrop falls in. Hampton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Rose passes to Knox. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Knicks lead by 4.
And you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Ennis. There's Okiki. He's covered by Aminu. Fultz, the bounce pass. Magic moving the ball around. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Boy, Fultz so good at getting to his spots and then capitalizing. And I like watching this guy score the ball.
55 seconds left in the third quarter. The game now all-time. Fultz has got 4 points this quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Knox. Back to Griffin. Here's Aminu. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Knox. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over in the corner, Fultz to the paint. Okiki. And Griffin sends it back. Right side Rose. And he banks in the layup.
Guys, how about the ball handling by Rose there? Showing you a little bit of the back to the future Rose with those moves.
Here's Fultz. Can't connect. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's the Knicks. They lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
For the Knicks, Robinson comes in for Toppin, and Junior subbed in for Derrick Rose. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. Carter outside. And then Carter with the jam.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Wendell Carter. Terrence Ross is out there with Anthony. And it's Ennis. And it's Okiki in at the power forward position. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Without question, Alec Burks displaying his skills today.
He is on a major roll today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Cole Anthony.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. I said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing. And it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
They now take the lead. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Good on the three-point shot.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Now here's Griffin. Burks on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Anthony against Burks. Anthony kicks to Ennis. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. Knicks on defense. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the pass to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Now, here's Burks. Got it!
Well, this young kid is fun. Randall proving at the moment it's not too big for him.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 1. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in the game.
Here's Anthony. The Magic again can hit. And an intentional foul right there.
Had to foul him on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot game free throws in terms of making.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attack.
Anthony finds Ross. Can't get the three to fall. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. So a close game sees New York take this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.
Vivian Mitchell. Welcome to 2K TV. So excited to have you on the show. Now, you're getting scanned for NBA 2K22. What's that process going to be like? Getting scanned into the game, and now you're going to be able to play in the game as yourself.
Man, it's a blessing. I mean, especially because I've been playing 2K like all my life. I'm a gamer, so I play 2K all the time. But now just to see myself playing, it's gonna be an amazing feeling.
I've been playing this game for a very long time, and just trying to make a player that looks like me, but not really that close. It's really special that I actually get to have somebody that looks exactly like me. I'm really excited for that.
This is a dream come true, you know. When I was little and I was playing 2K, I was always thinking about, damn, like, I should be the one.
Coming up next, the Thunder taking on the Knicks. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouth. But tonight represents a new beginning, and they want to taste victory once again. Knicks Thunder is next. We're back in just a moment. Broadcasting live, 2K Sports. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Junior's out there with Rose. And it's Burks in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Thunder, we've got Williams. Horford is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Baisley in at the 4-man position. And this should be a fun one because of the pace these two teams play outdoors. It's all about up-tempo basketball.
Kev, I'll be surprised if the shot clock gets below 10 even once tonight. That's how fast both of these teams play. And consider this, in the NBA, across the entire 30 teams, your best field goal percentage always comes in the first 8 seconds of the shot clock. This should be tremendous.
2 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Baisley, good. Baisley's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Thunder.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Randall with the bucket.
Well, you love to see Julius Randle attack the offensive glass, get to his second chance opportunities. That's really well done.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I did catch up with the Thunder's head coach. He said they know the challenge going up against this team that can score so many points in a hurry. He said we cannot try to match these guys basket for basket and get away from our defense. Because if you slack off these shooters even a little bit, then they really go on. We'll see if they can find that balance tonight and even this season series. Back to you, Kevin.
DA, thanks for that update, guys. What can they do to prevent a barrage of points to start this game?
I think one thing they have to do is stay connected to shooters. Obviously, though, easier said than done.
Right, you don't want to give up easy looks, especially at the rim and from the three-point line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Alec Burks has scored. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rose, and the shot is good.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Rose finds Griffin, and here is Robinson. Back to Griffin. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Rose against Gilgeous-Alexander. Fast break, here we go. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Passes it to Robinson. Outside Rose. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 32 points for him last game against the Lakers. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You've got to stand in and deliver.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Melodon, and it's Roby in at the 4 slot.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Now here's Melodon. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game. And a new group in for the Knicks. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel. Julius Randle comes in for Toppin. Alec Burks checked in for Kevin Knox. And it's Rose and Brittany Lakina. Right wing. Griffin finds Robinson. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Back to Griffin. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Griffin's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Shoots from the elbow. The Thunder with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Magic, was sensational. He finished with 17 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. See if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Thanks for the report, David. You have to love the energy he brought in that last game.
Yeah, he was the team's driving force, and tonight, maybe more of the same.
Well, I think what he has shown is when they send 2 in his direction, he is willing to make the pass and trust his teammates to make plays. So critical.
Griffin with the steal. It's Randle with the drive. Misses from close range.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy's got tremendous length for his position, so at 6'6", Gilgeous-Alexander confident attacking in the paint.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Bounce pass from Rose. Pass to Griffin. Now here's Rose. So here's Burks. 6 to shoot to the middle. Robinson down low. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Second shot opportunity, and it's Randle getting it to go. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And
so that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Junior really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Rose is out there with Junior, and it's Burks in at the 3 spot. Pass to Horford. Here's Dort, defended by Griffin, and here's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talked about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
Down low, here's Griffin, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Thunder trailing by 5. Inside, here's Dort, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Robinson passes to Griffin. And there's Randall on the assist by Griffin. Randall's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Bounce pass from Rose. Griffin kicks to Burks. Griffin trying to get open. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gilgeous-Alexander against Rose.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down. Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
There's the pass to Horford. Oklahoma City moving it around. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks leading by 7. To the inside. Griffin trying to get open is Randall. Nothing going down low on the shot from Griffin. The Thunder have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Nails the wide open jump shot. Horford's got 5 points so far.
This is how Al Horford has adjusted to make himself a modern NBA big. In rhythm, off the catch, beautiful.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. For New York, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Here's Knox. He has 5. Launches a 3. Connects from 3-point range. 6 points for him.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Fill it on, passes to Roby. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now, here in the 3rd. Horford, no luck. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Knox. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, this guy is a consistent shot blocking threat. Al Horford twice on the pipes.
Jerome. Out to the right wing. Here's Pokusevski. Off target from outside. New York leading by 8. Outside Griffin. Now here's Toppin. He's tightly guarded. And they pick up 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Al-Farouq Aminu. He's checked in for Knox. New York shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. The Thunder's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
3-pointer on the way. It's rebounded by New York. And now the Knicks on the break. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
They get a hand on it. Outside, Horford. They get the rebound. Can't get it to fall.
Well, it's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Knicks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. That free throw good from Griffin. And Oklahoma City making a change here. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. With 1 on the clock, the shot comes out, and so it's New York enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Meladon, and it's Jerome in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Burks against Horford. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The shot by Meladon, no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Quickly, Jerome with the rebound. Jerome's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1.
Griffin. We played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Robinson, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
The kick out to Rose. Works with it. Back to Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Oh, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Thunder trailing by 16. To the paint. It's stolen by Rose. To the middle. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Thunder have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the 4th quarter underway. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's the long-range damage that this coaching staff wants Shai Gilgeous-Alexander searching for. Nicely done.
Randle with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Pass to Jerome. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot, high post. Yes, it is. For that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting to that in-between game. He's very confident in the mid-range.
Burks finds Griffin. In the corner, it's Robinson. Randall against Williams. Pass to Rhodes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Griffin. Here's Robinson. A beautiful reverse layup. Robinson's got 4 this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Here's Baisley. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Robinson.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Now, here's Aminu, guarded closer. From outside the arc, Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Aminu, the pass to Hughes. Up top, Randall. Down low, here's Griffin. Trying to get open is Randall. The Thunder pull it in. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Now the pass to Mikhailuk. Robinson with the block. They get it back. And the foul called on. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Alton, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
So I know you're still mad. I get my ego stuck on drama. I don't mean to be the villain, but I'd rather you be than just indifferent with your feelings. I know my issues are the problem. I miss you every morning. These memories alive in every picture of you. Feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had.
You've been playing 2K all your life. What modes do you play on?
I play everything. Team up, my career, my team. I play my career. I play all-star team up with my friends online. I do fantasy leagues. I do all that. I'm a 2K head.
I play it all.
Really?
I play everything else. When it comes to 2K, I consider myself The guy.
Because Cam said he was the guy.
Yeah, Cam don't play 2K. He's just talking.
Is there anything about your appearance that they need to get right in the game?
For sure the smile. For sure.
Definitely the hair and the headband. That's kind of the way that my look's going now. So that's priority number one.
Just everything. It better look exactly like me. I'm talking about head, the hair, the eyebrows, the nose, facial structure. I need everything, man. I need the shot form. I want everything.
What do you think your highest attribute rating should be in the game?
Well, I think definitely my three-point shooting. I'm a good passer, so passing the ball is what I do probably the best.
My dunking, for sure. You know, I got a lot of dunks in my package, so you know that rating should be pretty high.
I definitely have my speed. I feel like my speed should be like a 97, 98.
That's really high.
At least, yeah, it is high.
So you definitely have to grab a copy of NBA 2K22
for sure.
then.
I'm definitely buy one. I'm about to pre-order whenever we're able to pre-order it.
Up next, the Knicks taking on the Raptors. For the Knicks, they've only lost one game out of the last 7. They've taken their focus to another level, and they have their sights set on another win here tonight. Raptors, Knicks, up next. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brett Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Junior. Then there's Alec Burks. And for Toronto, Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slot. Lowry out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Birch in at the center position. Two of the hottest teams, Greg, getting together tonight. This is highly anticipated.
And you know what, Kevin, the trick to winning a game like this, force your opponent to play your style of basketball. That could determine who goes home with the W.
I like it. Passes to Anunoby. VanVleet outside. 5 on the clock. Tries from 16. That shot no good. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the Knicks. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, we talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
Snatched away. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball quickly. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Burks against Anunoby. Kept alive by New York. Count it.
So Randall not giving up on that play, smells that one out, grabs the ball, and gets 2 more.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Lowry passes to Birch. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Randall finds Burks. Here's Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Lowry. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Griffin the bounce pass. Here's Burks. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Shot from the wing. Here's Birch. That gives them the lead. Birch has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so Griffin will bring it up for the New York Knicks. trailing by 2. Last time they met in New York.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
The Raptors have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Drills the three-pointer. Lowry's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, that was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry. But the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep.
And so New York calls timeout for first.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it?
Aminu against Anunoby. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Anunoby's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. Junior's out there with Alec Burks. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Count that one.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Van Vliet looking around. The pass to Birch. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
New York moving the ball around. Birch's shot is good.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Van Vliet outside.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Got a piece of it. Good.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Raptors trail by 8. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Griffin gets to Robinson, and stolen by Flynn. Van Vliet passes to Flynn. Back to Van Vliet.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Griffin, that's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Van Vliet shooting. It's on Mitchell Robinson. And New York making a change here. Randall's checked in. Free throw good. Van Vliet. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Any sharp guys in the NBA.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Clinic shooting their first free throw tonight. The Raptors making a... And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kyle Lowry has just been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And Van Vliet out there with Lowry, and it's Birch in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. That ties the game. Siakam's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Raptors.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
To the paint. Here's Birch, guarded by Robinson. Birch kicks to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Lock at 6. For the lead. They get it back. The shot by Birch, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For New York, they have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 11. Flynn misses.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
The baseline jumper goes down.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And Randall throws it down.
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Pass to Trent. Here's Anunoby. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Robinson dishes to Griffin. And that one, good. And it's a 6-point New York lead.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Siakam against Randall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Siakam against Aminu. Pass to Knox. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And like so many recent top 10 picks, Kevin Knox was another one-and-done college player. How about that challenge at 19 years old, coming into the league, and also coming into New York City. A lot of pressure to get things done.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this here at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known or sit the same.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Siakam, and the rejection by Noel.
Noel in there to intimidate, and does so there.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. And New York with a change here, too. Toppin's checked in. Flynn moves back up. And no problem from Baines as he finishes at the rim. Baines has got 8 points.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Back to Aminu. New York moving the ball around. To the middle. Here's Rose. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Rose has got 4 points in the quarter.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Flynn kicks to Baines. A 3 off the mark. The Knicks leading by 6. Passes it to Griffin. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Siakam's shot is off.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here is Lowry. He's got 12. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Flynn. Flynn's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Rose passes to Aminu. It's deflected. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. 3 on 3. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
High-energy wing with a solid all-around skill set. Siakam is developing into a quality go-to scorer.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Alec Burks. Mitchell Robinson out there with Toppin. Then it's Junior. Van Vliet passes to Birch. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Sinks the triple.
And those reflexes never let Lowry down. He was primed for that shot.
Birch finds Griffin and stolen by Kyle Lowry. Basket good.
They ran that ball exactly as it was drawn up. Nice job.
And so it's Birch bringing it up now for the Knicks. Back to Griffin. The pass to Toppin. Griffin with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Griffin's shot is off.
Defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
What a display of quickness there. If you need to get out and run, Siakam's your guy.
Pass to Griffin. And here is Robinson. Back to Griffin. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. 12 points for Junior.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Toronto's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And the Raptors call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Julius Randle's checked in for New York. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
The first free throw is good.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Griffin. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Siakam up top. He's defended by Randle.
After a quiet first couple seasons in the league, Siakam really took off in year 3 when he helped the Raptors win their first NBA championship.
And the first one drops.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Siakam hits them both. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Burks on the wing. He's guarded by Anunoby. Stolen. Lowry, good. And he's got the lead up to 5 now for Toronto.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss. Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Quickly covered by Siakam. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Derrick Rose is checked in for Junior. And it's the Raptors making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Burks, the pass to Griffin. Lowry brings the double. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to 1 and the bucket from Griffin.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
Lowry against Griffin. Teardrop shot. Robinson with the block. Burks on the wing. To Randall to take the lead. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. To the right side. Griffin with the steal. Burks with it. Picked up by Flynn.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Burks against Van Vliet. Randall left side. It's good!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 1. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Mitchell Robinson.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Passes it to Lowry. So a close game sees New York take this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Looking at a photograph, stare through your lens, blind from my flash. Can't
Do you have any feedback? Do you want to give our gameplay director, Mike Wang?
With the graphics, obviously are where they need to be. And the motions and movements getting better, too. So, I mean, just keep working on your craft. But, you're doing a good job.
Do you want to say anything to Mike Wang? Because we're actually going to have him on the show soon. So, do you have anything that...
Mike, can I get the logo, please? That's all I want. I've been dreaming since I was little kids. Let me get a logo.
Anything else game specific?
Maybe a 99.
Okay.
The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage. Coming into the building earlier tonight. The subway system in Manhattan, part of the experience here in New York. Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. He's out there with Jackson. Then there's Plumlee. Then there's Draymond Green. And Faye in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Junior. Well, the playoffs are right around the corner, Greg. You think any of these teams change their approach for playoff contenders?
Kev, goal number 1 is health. On the outside of that, you're looking at seeding. You're trying to fine-tune, but you want to just get it dialed in and get ready for what's about to be a marathon run, you hope, in the postseason.
Find that fine-tune. Jackson misses. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up.
Jackson in the corner. Feeds it to Green. Fader on the way. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And that's just playing under control. I mean, Green, an efficient scorer who can hit the mid-range shot.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Great look. High percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
He throw good. Burks. About a minute played so far here in the first. Now here's Hayes, defended by Griffin. Jackson passes to Hayes. Here's Bay. The shot's good from Hayes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
He had very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
That one good for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. With Samart. Knicks with the rebound. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with Detroit's head coach. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Thanks, David. Here's Hayes, following the basket by Julius Randle. Outside Jackson, shot clock at 5. Green breaking loose, and it's good for 2.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Randall. Green with the block.
And there's the standout D of Green again. Excellent at utilizing his length to turn away shots.
Tipped away. Burks looking around. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And now the first time out called here for Detroit. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, they're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Now, here's Joseph. Back to Grant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Outside Rose. Here's Knox. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pistons trailed by 4. Joseph, the pass to Okafor. Back to Joseph. Grant outside. Ellington with it. Working on Rose. The three from Joseph. Doesn't go for it. And New York will come the other way. Pass to Ellington from deep. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Rose, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. So for the Knicks. On the court for the Pistons, Draymond Green is out there with Plumlee. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Josh Jackson. And it's Bay in at the small forward. Now here's Jackson. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. Pistons passing it around. And it's Green missing. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for New York. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. He's with it. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Green. Over Randall. Detroit, no good that time either. The Knicks leading by 9. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Raptors, got the job done. He had 16 points and throughout the game took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. It was a great combination for a guy who's considered to be more of a role player for his team. See what he can bring to the table tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Yeah, and hopefully he doesn't overthink it. He just needs to go out there and play his game.
Toppin, he's checked in for the Knicks. And that's going to be too many steps. That's the whistle on the travel. Pistons trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a post.
The pass to Bay. Jackson with it. Inside, here's Hayes, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
The Pistons have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Burks the pass to Griffin. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Green. Pistons trail by 8. Kicks it to Hayes. 56 seconds left in the first half. Jackson looking it over. 4 on the clock. Green inside the three-point line, and it's Griffin with the rebound.
He's not using his head this quarter. He's got to get back to finding how to send shots.
Here's Burks, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Knicks have shot 6 of 7 at the line. That'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks lead by 5. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Alec Burks displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Junior. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with.
Clearly a foul.
For New York, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The Pistons making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Both free throws good from Griffin. So it's Detroit now. They trail by 7. Hayes the pass to Jackson. Here's Bay. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department. And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
The Knicks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
And the Pistons making a change here. Doomboy is checked in. Pistons trail by 10. And the foul called on Junior. That's foul number 2 for him. Now here's Plumlee. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Hayes. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Detroit. Pass to Hayes. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Slow to get warm after the break. Go for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Here's the floater, and it's good on the way up. He's got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
To halt the run, Aminu grabs the miss.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Basket counts. Aminu's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. Our timeout called by Detroit. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic. Pistons trail by 10. Outside, Joseph. Pass to Stewart. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And he makes both free throws. 1:11 left to play in the 3rd. Here's Griffin. And here is Copper. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the inside. And Griffin scores. The assist by Rose. And the Knicks lead by 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
He's had a few chances at the line. 1 of 3 in the game. Free throw good. Joseph. Green, he's checked in for Okafor. And Joseph drops them both. 51 seconds left in the 3rd. Now the pass to Noel. Back to Griffin. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Griffin's got 10.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And Griffin sends it back. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Griffin. Hayes, he's checked in for the Pistons. .23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jackson dishes to Green. He kicks it to Hayes. Detroit, no good that time either.
Still looking for his first points in the quarter. He's not doing anything to help them cut into the lead.
Rose passes to Griffin. He gets that one. He's got 12.
Well, Rose will generate points in any situation. He only does it by feeding a wide open man.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. New York ahead. They lead by 12. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA is headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th, you've got Hayes. Draymond Green is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Josh Jackson, and it's Stewart in at the center position. Outside Jackson, 6 to shoot. Hayes, no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
but he just kind of stepping aside and letting him kick him away.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Hayes, the pass to Grant. Back to Hayes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
That free throw good from Hayes. So he gets them both. Now Griffin. Robinson kicks to Griffin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Green, no luck.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hayes the pass to Green. Here's Bay. Burks covering. And it's Mason Plumlee with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Pistons making a change here. Ellington's checked in. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Taken away by Hayes. Here's Bay. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. New York leading by 16. Griffin passes to Burks. Here's the teardrop. Plumlee with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Green kicks to Hayes. And the foul called on Junior. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
For 3, Ellington. It's rebounded by New York. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Griffin's got 11 in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Hayes the pass to Ellington. It's good from long range.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
New York calls timeout.
Well, their goal was to limit their turnovers, and they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Griffin the bounce pass to the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Knicks lead by 17. The Pistons have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one made. Hayes the pass to Bay. Over Griffin. They grabbed their own miss. Plumlee and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Plumlee hits them both. New York leading by 15. To the middle. It's tipped. Plumlee with the steal. The feed now to Jackson. Carries it down low. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Burks, the pass to Griffin. Over Hayes. Keeps it alive. Plumlee with the rebound. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
The shot's good from Hayes.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Burks finds Griffin. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Some nice passing by New York here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Quickly. Rebound, Detroit. Jackson passes to Green.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And that one drops for him.
Look, the D will give it to you. That's where you want your shots coming from. Arms length from the bucket.
Offensive rebound. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How frustrating for the defense.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have a clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.